He came up to the window in the mist, as I'd seen him often before. But he was solid then, not a ghost. And his eyes were fierce, like a man's when angry. He was laughing when he turned to look back over the belt of trees, glinting in the moonlight, to where the dogs were barking. Then he began promising me things, not in words, but by doing them. Have you seen that awful den of hellish infamy, with the very moonlight alive with grisly shapes, and every speck of dust that whirls in the wind, a devouring monster in embryo? Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
Hey, Vampire Logan here. We are ready to play Curse of Strahd. I think my audio is recording. Looks like it's okay. You guys can hear me okay? And we are here on episode 49.
49. One more to 50. Two
Yeah.
more after that, and it'll be 52. But
we're gonna
first
close
off, what
it out
happened in the
early.
first 48?
Yes, what happened in 48?
So,
It's been
we
a
were
while.
chasing some werewolves. So we were chasing some werewolves, and then that's
What? Did I miss an episode? No.
No, that was the one before. That was the one before.
it was the first
last one.
episode, buddy.
That's the very first episode.
Oh, yeah.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you said. What happened in the first 48? Well, I got a long time. I got a story to tell.
Yes, so
One was named Conry. Yes.
Yes, Conry.
man, that's so first
Conry
episode.
Vicus. So the first episode. What is
No,
this?
but last time the time before we finished Amber Temple, and the last episode was us just returning from the temple and taking kind of a long way around, I guess.
You went by the road.
No,
Yeah,
we took the road.
Yep.
We took the road instead of flying because we
Yeah.
had a golem that was pulling a cartload of ill-gotten gains. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
the long way around.
The normal
And
way, but not the short way.
Yeah, we're keeping our eyes out for the nasty goat that pushes people off the mountain.
Yeah.
Right,
And
the
we
goat.
sure did keep our eye out because certain someone got shoved off the mountain almost.
Almost.
Attempted.
Attempted.
Yep.
It would never be
Never be the
Arrested.
person who
Talking goat, and we have to live with that.
yeah, we killed the talking goat.
we did kill.
For the
talking
first
goat.
time, the goat or the animal didn't need to speak with animals.
Right?
It was just kind of already like that, and I don't know if I should feel conflicted, but he started it, to be fair.
Oh, that goat
Good
is a
start.
jerk.
Zangzora.
That goat, like most
giant
goats, was a jerk.
You got your goat.
He was an asshole.
Yeah.
You're
Zangzora
an
means
asshole,
bloodhorn,
yo-yo.
apparently.
Right, so we were exiting from the Amber Temple. We got the resurrection spell that Casimir wanted, which made him turn into like
Yes.
an undead
Walking
looking,
corpse.
Very
Looking like a
corpse-like.
lich.
yeah, very corpse.
Bit
We
corpsey.
have Irina now, which has been a
do.
development for some time, but I'm not sure if this was last session or the session before that, but we had some time where we discovered that she's been practicing, and she's basically the equivalent of like a 5th or 6th level fighter, question mark?
Correct.
Yeah, 5th or 6th level something, I assume fighter.
As we could tell by all the broken pews.
But it was an interesting little thing where Shabaka was trying to read his new fancy smancy magic book that he needs to read like a whole bunch of hours in a certain amount of days.
Yeah, I think I got 16 hours in.
Cora and Ramses were trying to fix Celia, and then Sasha, Fallon, and Irina were kind of sparring and working out a little bit, being jocks. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. Um, the dog has a squeaky toy. The adult has a squeaky toy. Never mind. Well, okay. So we loot the stuff. We ended up taking a lot more than we truthfully need. But we load it into the carriage. We get Solia to tug it so we're not flying. We have to go by land to carry all of this back. Cora has been riding on top of it, just kind of like chilling this entire time. Make it. She doesn't have to walk. She's just chilling.
Got a
We
golem.
ended up, yeah, we ended up coming
Oh,
across a structure. I can't think of what the gatehouse.
Mm-hmm.
We
A
end up
bastion.
Yeah,
coming across.
there was like a gatehouse and a bridge over the mountain pass.
Right.
Solenka
And
Pass is what Casimir called it, with a T.
which is kind of funny, like
Solenka.
Zolinka, like the werewolf.
Zuleka, what is it?
Zu-
Z?
yeah. We ended up seeing an illusion of some sort of a man on a horse that looked a lot like Count Strahd. And I think he just sort of faded away when we approached.
Bridge.
Yep.
Because we had all gotten keyed up like we're gonna have to fight this guy because we're stressed about Strahd and bridges. We had cast
Drama.
spells, we had done like flying up in the air to see a different vantage point. And it turns out it probably might be an illusion, ? Or he could just be messing with us. One of the two, you know.
Both solid.
Willing to bet
options.
it's that one.
Yeah.
Those are not mutually
As
exclusive.
of right now, I don't know if Shabaka's in form anymore, but Cora has the fly spell cast on Irina, Zulia, and Casimir, just in case.
I
And
think I
we
was
were
an
about
owl.
to investigate the part of the gatehouse because Cora was, she's a little curious. I mean, come on, she's kind of curious.
I think you made it through actually. So because you
We
got
did.
to
There was
the gate.
like fucking.
Yeah,
nothing.
we dispelled the green magic or the green fire.
Spelled the
We
green
went in,
fire and were able to
Yeah.
move through.
and there was fucking nothing in there.
Yeah, how sad. And then we were about to keep going, basically, into
Yeah.
this space. And then
Oh yeah, we had landed on
It is-
top. I had landed on top of this tower.
You'd flown up top of it, and then the statues that were
They
up
animated.
there pointed their spears in your direction, and you decided not to.
Oh yeah.
Which is fair.
And then I went back down, and I think I'm still
Does-
in giant eagle form because I'm enlarged there. So
yeah, does Cora know about the statues moving up there? Because if we want to avoid a fight, we don't have to go up there, of course. But
And no one wanted to entertain my thoughts of aerial bombardment.
Why are we even doing anything? We could just leave.
Right.
that's
I think
The
what,
way
yeah.
is clear.
I think we looked in the floors of this tower except for not going up to the roof.
Correct.
And then
Yeah.
there was nothing else in there of note.
There's
So
just
I think
nothing
we were
here.
gonna
Yeah.
and we dispelled this green thing.
Or like went away
Or I
when you
did it,
approached it or something weird.
Well, I did it like
No,
twice
you
or
dispelled
something.
it, and then the gate behind it, which we had been like trying to figure out how we could open it, just fucking opened.
Yep.
And we were like, well, all right.
The green fire had to be dispelled, and the portcullis opened when you approached.
Yeah. So it
And
was like,
then-
well, sure.
Yeah, and I think I flew up and looked at these two statues of some kind of demon creature, which we know is of rock, but we don't know that in character.
And we know that we could have to end up fighting, which I don't. We could also just not fight it because we could leave.
We could just carry on.
Yeah, I think we were just going to carry on.
Carry on.
Pretty sure that was the plan.
That was
Yeah.
the plan.
Cool.
Sally forth.
So, you guys are making your way back through the valley. Let's bring up
Our way
the
downtown.
world map.
Do.
So that's
Yep, you've
this
got
area here.
Yep. So now you could leave the road. That'd be kind of tough pulling a chariot,
There we go.
actually. So probably follow
We'll
the
stay
road.
on the road.
Yep. And
If we didn't have
you're
a
going to get to the
chariot.
point where you have to figure out where you're going next.
Which would be this crossroads, I assume.
Yep. What is your plan? So, Casimir says, "Yeah, I'm ready to go to the castle when you are. What other business do you have to take care of before that?"
So, Arenas wants to come with us and not go back
Mm-hmm.
to Kresk?
Yeah, she's ready to. So I think some of the points she made were that of all the people that have come to this area, you guys have gotten the closest already. She's starting to believe that maybe that you guys are gonna succeed in this, and is ready to fight. And she actually says, like, during the ride back, that there might be others as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, we befriended those werewolves in that cave just to the north. Right here.
Excellent.
And
Yeah,
also,
I was actually just looking for her name. I forgot.
Zuleika.
Zulinka.
do we think that the abbot would be an ally against Strahd or a hindrance?
He's trying his weird bride plan.
Non-party.
Remember?
I would
Yeah, I
say a
know.
non-party.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should just ignore that then. So we don't need to go to Kresk, I think.
I think we go to Vallaki, drop all of our shit off, and then go to the castle.
Well, how about when we get to this crossroads? I'll assume we're talking about this on the way up there.
Yeah.
We do need to find Zelinka and be like, "What's up? We're ready to go."
Yeah. I could
Right.
fly up there and let them know, or send an animal messenger. Yeah. And then do we want the Martikovs?
No.
No.
I think they've been through enough, haven't they?
I would agree. Yeah. Okay. And then was there anything at the Wizard's Tower that we needed?
No.
We already took. Did we take that wagon or we left it there?
They took it. Yeah, you've got. Pretty sure you've got that wagon and the wine wagon as the two wagons now, and now a chariot.
Oh, and the
Oh no, maybe you didn't.
No, I
take
don't
it
think
then.
we took that one
It was,
because we
I don't
already
think we
had.
took it.
Right, yeah. There's the other one.
Yeah.
Ben Richten's wagon.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
Ben
Ben
Richten's,
Richten's.
so I think that was the best one anyway. So
It depends on how explosive you like your wagons.
Well,
I was just gonna say.
I mean,
it depends if you don't want people breaking into it.
do you think maybe we should take that as a offensive weapon?
No, we're not going to be able to take it through his castle, I'm sure.
And we've already disarmed it, remember?
I think we could reset that.
I'm
probably
pretty
more
sure
work
you've
than-
removed almost all the
We did.
fire. Yeah.
we
Cora
have it
just-
all, I suppose. We could just do something else. Okay, we'll leave
Cora
that then.
disbelieving scoff.
Right?
What about the undead knight guys from Argynvost?
Oh, we do need to swing by just to check on them and let them know.
Remember, they don't want Count Strahd to perish.
No, but
Yeah.
I would like to make sure that they know we are going to be back shortly, so that they don't do anything rash with my brother.
So, how about when we get to the crossroads, we'll send an animal messenger to the werewolves, and when we get to the point closest to Argynvost, I can fly you up there if you don't mind.
Well, it's not that far.
Well, it wouldn't take more than a few minutes to get over there. So, but if we go by
Big.
cart, then it will take a lot longer.
They both take the same amount of game time.
I know, but I'm just.
Yeah. I trust you.
Well, I'm traveling with Celia, so.
Yes.
Ooh, and so there's the question. So Vallaki is where you guys want to store your loot.
Yes.
That came up
I
in
think
the
so.
inn, probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, our
Okay.
bajillion pounds of copper.
Upstairs in our hidden attic room.
Oh yeah, right. You have a secret attic.
The secret
Oh, in
attic.
the burned in, yeah.
In the built-in.
We get some
Oh yeah,
electrum ingots.
rebuilt.
Cora doesn't necessarily want to mention it, but Isaac could also be an option.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll leave that in your hands as assessment, because you're the one who I think he would listen to, other than the rest of us, or rather than
Well,
the
I
rest of us.
don't necessarily want this to be an if this then that thing, and she looks significantly at Irina. If I had to make my choice, I would of course stick with my sisterhood, but I would at least check in with him. And to see
She
if my Fallon doll's done yet.
she
Alan looks troubled. Like she doesn't know how to say what to think about that.
Okay, so from the so let's see. Animal messenger to Zuleika.
Yep.
Argon Vostholt. Stop there with the group.
I would
or
I would suggest that we just go there quickly with the group. We're getting so close to this. I don't think splitting us up is a great idea.
Actually, yeah. Why don't we take that time, and I'll have more time to read my book.
There you go.
Okay,
Sure.
I'm all for it.
I'll shoulder surf while he's reading.
Yeah. Oh, this is a very interesting part.
This is a recipe for. No, wait, wrong book.
Yep.
Yeah.
So okay, so off goes the animal messenger. The journey to Argon Vostholt is easily done and uneventful. The roads are still clear to your passage.
I believe the animal messenger can receive a response as well.
Right. So I presume you told her to. Where did you tell her to meet you?
Do you?
So
do you guys...
are we meeting, or are we just saying that's where we're heading? Because we're going to be able to walk right in the front door.
Yeah, they'll need to meet us, like, nearby the castle.
Yes, but they're not going to be able to come in the front door. So
What's this gate thing with the two
That's
have
one
we
of the
been there?
large Barovian gates. It's a big wall with a door in it.
We went through that
between
before,
two
right?
hills. Yep, many times.
Why don't we tell them to meet at that thing, and then when we head there, we'll just tell them to wait there if they get ahead of us, and we'll wait there if we get ahead of them. That way, we can make a plan there.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, and then... So that's the only people we're summoning.
So yeah, so you summoned out Zuleika, or you sent the messenger off to Zuleika. You go to Argon Vostholt. As you approach, there's the white that's on the that's on the road.
Yep.
Kind of ushers you in.
Mm-hmm.
And you approach, and what's his name now? Oh, sorry, not white. Revenant. They are. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Whites would be nasty.
I keep assuming you mean like the color white, and I'm like, oh.
Horn guard, right? Okay. Just comes out to meet you. So you're not dead then? Probably for the
We
best.
are not. Yes, we
You
still
come to
have
take
much more to
this
see.
prisoner off our hands?
Not quite. We will be shortly. But we just wanted to make sure that you knew we were alive, and this will not be a permanent thing, but we do need a little bit more time.
Certainly won't be permanent. Everything dies eventually.
So very true.
Well, almost everything.
Alright,
Yeah,
very well. I'll reset your clock. I still expect you
appreciate
back
that.
here soon to take care of this. Make it not my problem anymore.
Very well. I'll
This is
make sure
deeply
that happens.
appreciated.
It is.
This is out of character right now, but did we know that these guys are not wanting us to kill Strahd because they want him to suffer?
They want him to suffer.
Yeah, so we just don't talk about that plan. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we don't ask these guys to come join us.
He kind of like looks at you like maybe there's more, and then when it's clear that there isn't, he kind of like awkwardly says like, "Okay, well, thanks for coming by."
Because Shabaka was about to go, oh yeah. As he remembered.
Or rather, shush.
Yeah. And so we leave.
Yeah. He takes like 2 steps towards the door, but then like turns around to and waits for you to leave after all. Thinks about leaving first, but then he decides not to. Wants to see you guys go.
Awkward. Undead in their awkwardness. All right.
Okay, so nothing else to do here?
No.
On you go.
Cora will just give him a copy of the snow, the white, and the 7.
Oh,
what is the book?
Snow Dwarf and the 7 Whites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay.
I mean, they probably get
Gotta
pretty
give
bored.
them more
so
things to read,
that
more
might
paper for my boy as well,
Mm-hmm.
and check on to see if she still hates us. But it's okay.
They can pass that one around.
He kind of double takes when he looks at it. And it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Did you want to talk to Seth, Ramses? Or not?
Oh my god, we have to go pick him up before they kill him.
But
That's what we're here for.
But did you want to talk to him before we leave now?
You know, if we're not pressed for time, I don't know how long the other people are going to take to get to where we're going. If we wait too long and they're there and they think we've already left, it will not go well for them, I don't think.
Oh, I didn't mean for a long time. I just was wondering if you wanted to say hi to him.
Oh, that's
or talk
fair.
To him at all.
Still a little bit awkward, like the undead guy.
Yeah.
Surprisingly little to say. Yeah.
Yes.
For all this time.
Yes. Surprisingly little.
Surprisingly, Cora has more to say to your brother than you do.
Does Cora have anything she wants to say to him?
I mean, the briefest conversation is literally just the book. That at least greeting him and all the other two. It's Reba and Seth
Jimmy.
and
Jimmy.
what was the last one?
Unfortunately.
Jimmy.
Yep.
Yeah, Jimmy. Just a general thing. And there's some part of her that wonders if they would want to come, but she doesn't want to make that choice for Ramses. So,
Not gonna mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramses has his feelings about it. He thinks that his brother would be in a pinch too easily swayed to go back to what he wanted to do
Yeah.
when the upper hand looks like it's in Strahd's side.
Yeah. Okay.
So Cora is satisfied with just even a 5-minute conversation where she's telling them about the book and introducing Solya, and then telling them that even if Ramses doesn't speak, then he's still thinking, even if she doesn't know if it's a lie or not because she hasn't asked. But
Sounds good. Okay, so he takes the book enthusiastically.
she'll
You
also
get
pour
the
him a
impression.
glass of wine too.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
So does that
They-
basically mean that he can read the book 3 times?
No.
Each
But
person
they
how he
can
reads it?
take turns on the chapters.
Yeah.
But they also take turns on the wine. Like they just like
Right.
swap back and forth holding this glass, and like all three of them are just like, oh, don't know
poor
how
guys.
boring it's been penned up here.
We have barrels of wine, right?
Yeah, but this one's like free wine technically. We just
from the magic
that
item.
you were, yeah,
That you were, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
that one.
That's what you meant. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we get a daily
That's what
quotient,
she's doing.
so might as well use it.
Yeah, she'll pour as much as Ramses says is fine.
Oh no!
Ramses, are you
know
there
what?
for this?
I am. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And as much as she pours. I'm sure that this
As
is a
much as they
welcome treat for these guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as they'll drink, she'll pour.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Shut-
yeah they down one glass, but then they moderate.
after
Yeah.
when they
And
know
like,
there's a second.
yeah, like the first one was just like so refreshing and different than the last week they've spent here. But then after that, they're just like politely sipping and appreciative. But Seth manifests in their body and looks at you, Ramses, and he's like, "Can't help noticing that we're not leaving, and that you're not telling me what you're doing next."
That is true. We are not done
Yeah,
here.
just before you go on, I think that's a good decision.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for that.
We do that once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're planning, but I do know that our host has he's been very influential on us,
Mm.
and I wouldn't necessarily trust myself in that situation.
Well,
So whatever it is, he says, and he raises the wine glass. I wish you the best of luck.
thank you. And we'll be back after. We'll make sure that you don't stay here.
He smiles at you and he nods and says, "Of course." But you can tell there's some part of him that's a little skeptical.
That's all right. At one point, he thought he could beat us.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I mean, he really doesn't have Ramses really just doesn't have a lot to say to Seth, and it's mostly because he like Seth has already mentioned doesn't quite trust not just Seth but the other less living inhabitants of this
Yeah.
residence.
You gotta watch what you say.
Yes.
Less living.
Yep. Okay.
The living impaired.
Yeah.
Got a living handicap.
Yeah. Oh, we
That's
don't say
about
that.
all you're gonna get here, I think.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
off to Vallaki. As you approach Vallaki, the road near the gate branches off towards Casimir's camp, and you can see him looking down that way. But he doesn't make a move to visit the village, and he just looks at his hand, turns it over, looking at both sides of it, flexes his fingers, looks back down at the village, and he kind of looks down at his feet for a moment, but then stands up again, resolved, stands straight and says, just looks at you guys looking at him, and he says, "Let's go."
Yes. I would suggest, as we go through Vallaki, you keep your hood up.
And
yeah,
I pat him on
good
the
idea, he says.
I pat him on the shoulder and say, I think they will understand your sacrifice.
He smiles at you, somewhat wistfully or with melancholy, and he says, "I hope so."
So should we, I guess are there any others in the village that would be useful to us in this endeavor, that we should recruit?
I don't think so.
I was actually talking to, Casimir.
Oh. Fine.
In his village?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And I already assume that we don't think the Vistani will be too interested in joining us.
No.
I could talk to them.
Well, they're the ones that are allowed to come and go at his grace.
I don't think they want to risk that on a...
So, if there is somebody that could also talk to him before we
exactly.
get there, it would be the Vistani.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's information that can be passed on without direct assistance, they might be open to that, but I don't know if they possess that information.
I think we have all the information we need, don't we?
You never have all the information.
Well, true.
What is it that you're aware of that you think we should be aware of?
Yeah.
You've resolved
wink, nudge,
four
nudge.
of the 5 cards that were drawn for you, and the 5th one is in the castle.
Is in the castle.
Yeah, so...
Yep.
And it's him in the castle.
And it's him.
Yeah.
It's the place you can find him.
In the tower.
Well, that isn't a hint.
In the study with the lead pipe.
Yeah.
Actually, it's in the coffin with the wood stake.
Yeah. Lord Strahd in the coffin with the wooden stake. All right, so how about we stop off at the church and... I think that's where we parked the wagon, isn't it?
Classically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and it's the first place we come to anyway.
Yep. So I think both wagons are here.
Yeah, because we left it when...
But you also have the inn, and there's a stable at the inn.
Yeah.
I don't think we transferred it over there, though. How about we just say it's here?
Sure.
And we can leave it
At the
somewhere
church?
else. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the reason we left things typically at the church is it's one of the only places we know that Strahd can't get into.
Yeah.
It's true. Okay, so who would you like to talk to at the church?
The priest guy, I guess.
Another interesting question is, do we have a long rest coming?
How long did it of reading time?
Oh, you got hit by a goat.
Did it take us getting here?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I'm short on spells as well.
Yeah, probably
one
would take
used.
most of a day to get here. So I'd say there is a rest coming before you leave Vallaki.
Okay. And for reading time, how much? I think I said we got. Actually, how
on the way.
Was it 16 hours of just us getting to here, or was there some more time that I got from something. Yeah, I think we spent a night there.
You spent
Yeah, so-
so you took a long rest like 2 hours after you took another long rest in the temple. So
Yeah.
you had like 12 hours that day and like another maybe 12 today.
Okay, so 24 already.
I don't know. You should be recording that.
Okay, I will write that down as the.
Yeah.
I'll just put it in the notes in the chat here.
So while we're trundling along somewhere in there, I'm going to take an opportunity to create 3 flasks of holy water. But before we take a long rest, I'm not going to. I'll wait until late in the day to do it, Because you never know when a random thing can occur where we need magic.
Right?
And I will cast a spell into Solya. I'm going to cast because I'm assuming we took a short rest by now, so I have my pack slots back. So I am going to go ahead and cast a 4th level because that's the highest I can go. Spirit Shroud.
Oh.
Actually, into Solya.
Nice.
So I did, Jess, I did keep track of that. I had 18 of 48 hours read, I think, as of us leaving the temple.
That sounds about right. So let's add.
Or no, sorry, for
12.
us getting to the gate, I think. Because that was the end of that episode, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Then
So
let's
then
add.
Another 12 onto that.
No, let's add 8 to that.
8 to that.
Because that was part of the trip.
Yeah, I put it in the actual notes of the object.
Oh, good thinking.
Yeah.
So yes, Father Lucian Petrovich is here at the church, and he welcomes you back. It's like, oh,
How's it going, Father?
Arena, I wasn't expecting to see you again. And Arena looks at him and says, "Nor I you." And you can see that like there, let's see, not exactly frustration or something like that between them, but
Vexation.
yeah, no, it was like she
No.
didn't want to be there at the end of
Yeah.
her stay.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Some uncomfortable vibes.
uncomfortable vibes. It's like, and he says to her, "Well, of course you're always welcome." And she says, "Just passing through, fortunately." And he's okay, well, I'll let you
Look
be.
of
If I can
relief.
help with anything," he says. And then as he wanders away, though, he's muttering something you can't hear.
Is this the location in which the hunters normally hang out? Are they still hurt?
No, no, they left here about a week ago, all fully healed. So they're fine. I haven't seen them in a while.
What location did they head out to? Do you know?
Who knows? They head out into the woods. Some of the only people brave enough to go that way. Coming back with wolf pelts and meat for the village.
Speaking of meat, do you know anyone else that would be capable of skinning a fine goat specimen?
God. We didn't keep
Fine
that
goat
did we?
specimen, eh?
Perhaps, yes.
We did.
It's quite the travel.
Oh yeah,
The
we
only
have
person here who deals in large game is the burgomaster himself, who will occasionally arrange a feast, or he calls them feasts. They're rarely much more than quiet meditations on whatever dismal food he's got, but he can put together quite a large fire to prepare
we saw.
something like that.
Well, I think then, and Cora kind of laughs to herself without even thinking about it as she's imagining what she's about to do. I think I have someone I'd like to give a goat to.
Did you bring the goat?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
She threw it
yeah.
on top of the stuff because she was like
oh,
more
that's
stuff.
hilarious.
Yeah, why waste the food?
Why waste?
Right.
that
And so her thought process is now, you know who else knows probably how to deal with big game? Isaac, and he might still be in town. If he's somewhere local, Cora's gonna just give him a goat and see what happens.
So I'll assume we cast Gentle Repose on that so it doesn't get all rotten.
Oh,
It's
so
only
it's
been-
cold out.
Yeah,
It's the same day.
it's
True,
cold.
true, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Giant goat, you say? Not.
Yes.
Yes, it's a
He
very
puts his-
large specimen.
He brings his hand up to his mouth. Not Sangzor, is it?
Oh, the
What?
same.
Sangzor. Oh my.
That's what he said
Oh.
when he encountered us.
Was it a national treasure? Did we do some great evil here?
Oh no, people will be thrilled. That
Oh.
goat was an asshole.
Yes,
Do you-
yes,
do
he
you have any-
was.
Do you have any curry?
Tuh,
Make curry
Mm.
goat.
nothing like a goat
Well,
curry.
That
Then-
sounds
Maybe-
more like a
In this
Vistani
case, a
thing.
curried asshole.
Yeah, definitely.
So is this something that would be celebrated if was found? Perhaps.
Yes. I think that most people here had never encountered Sangzor, but he was spoken of in hushed tones, and people feared him.
What in the world are the parents going to use to scare their kids at night?
Could have had children.
He kind of like slants his head at you and like what are you thinking? This is like,
Yeah,
well, of
this
course
is
it would be the ghost of
Barovia.
Sangzor.
Right.
Or, well, there's an even older old goat up on the top of the mountain.
I mean, are we setting up a new story for another group of adventurers? All those who have eaten of the goat.
Right.
Instead of Count Strahd, it's the ghost of a
Count
goat that
Goat.
haunts them.
See, this campaign is going to end in a TPK, and the next campaign is just this one over again with new people.
And a goat
And a
enemy.
goat.
A goat ghost.
And a goat ghost.
Goat geist.
Goat ghost.
It's a goat geist.
Well,
Poltergoat?
so that has given
Poltergoat.
Cora an idea.
Poltergoat.
And now, again, she doesn't know if Isaac's even around. But first of all, it would be really funny to show up and say, I brought you a gift, and then literally throw a large goat at him. First of all, that would be really funny. Second of all, you know how badass he would look in a full goat pelt regalia, that dark evil goat? He would look the most baddest ass. Okay, brain cells. He would look badass. He would look cool.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
Cora's thing is making people look good. And honestly, fashion. Work it, Isaac.
Passion.
I mean, Sasha and I both have, rock feet hats. So,
Yes.
We could use
See?
some of the feathers as well.
See,
I
I've
did
got
take
the
a
left
feather.
foot.
I mean, I think that's going to trump any kind of goat outfit.
Feather and goat. Oh, it's hand wash only, I'm certain.
That's a good question.
But I suppose when we leave town, then he'll be the only one that has a goat thing.
Well, I'll leave you to your explorations then, he says, and heads back into the church. But if there's anything I can do,
That's too much. Barovian
any-
Fashion Week.
yeah. Where else in town would you care to check out?
We gotta go to Blinski's. I gotta get my
Gotta go to
foundle.
Blinski's.
So, is there
Gotta
anybody
get
else?
my foundle.
Is there anybody else in the church who we think would help? Do we think this priest would be useful or no?
No,
No. Okay, he's kind of
He's an old man.
better to stay here.
you're just
Doing what he's
giving
doing.
me more people to be stressed out
Oh.
about.
Yeah.
I need.
Okay.
So if it's possible, I can get some bottles so I can fill them up with water, make holy water.
As far as glass bottles go, he can spare 3.
Okay.
Cookie.
I've heard good things about your progress, so here you go. Make good use of them.
Oh, I shall. Thank you.
Blinski's next.
Yes.
Blinski's next.
Yeah.
We all go to Blinski. All kids love Blinskis.
See if you made any new weird dolls in the last few days that we've been away at the Ember Temple.
He comes. The door rings a little bell as you push your way in.
Blinski.
Is it
The Fallon doll
welcome?
production line
Welcome.
is in
Oh,
full bore.
is you? Yes. Hello. He says, and he tries to push something off the counter and into a drawer without you seeing.
What
is
is
it
it?
now? Can we make a
Roll
perception
perception.
Just
check?
like a perception
Oh,
check. It's like,
yay.
what was that?
I'm excited. I hope it's a Ramses doll.
Oh no, not a Ramses doll.
I know it's not
Oh,
going to be a
no.
Shabaka. He already
Two
poo-pooed my
two
idea.
things strike at you. One of them is actually really obvious. That doesn't require a roll. Is that he's got a black eye.
Oh,
Oh.
And the other is you didn't see it very clearly, but the doll that he hid was dressed like Cora.
Oh,
Cora feels flattered and wants to look at the clothes to make sure they're accurate. Because he can't, unless he took some drawings, they might not be accurate, and that could be, ugh. But she's more concerned about the black eye, so because that's the immediate thing. Blinski, how did you get injured?
I fell. Would you believe it? It is very, very bad doorway out back. He says.
That
no,
looks about
on the
fist
doorstep.
height.
No, we
It
would
looks
not
about
believe
fist
it.
height.
he fell against someone's fist.
Come on, Blinski.
Yes.
Who did you
Who
piss
hurt
off
you?
this time, Blinski?
You're right. He made me do it, he says, and he opens the drawer and he takes out the doll and he tosses it onto the
Who?
thing. It's clearly a Cora doll.
What
I
is
told
it?
him he threatened me. I made it. I told him I wouldn't sell it to him, and he became enraged. And
Oh no.
Who?
Was it Isaac?
was this Isaac?
he nods.
Isaac
Yes,
has a new crush.
I thought so.
Oh
Oh,
wow!
Blinski. Can
He-
anyone spare some healing for Blinski? Please.
Of course, I'll heal him.
Okay. Yeah,
So you
his
beat
black
up
eye.
his hand with your fist.
He hit me. I don't understand what happened. He came in. He said he wanted it. I said I wouldn't sell it to him. He hit me, and I held out the doll, and I said, "You win. Take it." But he didn't take it. He just left.
Strange.
Maybe he's
Did he-
He's
compelled
growing.
to
Seem re-
exchange.
Did he seem
Growing
regretful
as
at
a
all?
person.
Did he apologize?
He said nothing. Nothing at all. After he hit me, he was very quiet and just left.
I see.
There is. Any idea where he went?
I don't know. Wasn't long ago though. Half hour max.
Hmm. Well, thank you for trying to defend my honor. I'm grateful.
Ah, he says, and he points his finger up in exclamation. But I bet I know why you are here. And he says, and he opens another drawer, and out comes the Fallon doll, and it's perfect. It's everything you want
Instant-
in a doll of a wolf-like lady.
This is the prototype for mass production.
Instantly. She almost immediately forgets about her own doll of herself to examine the Fallon doll, and she's looking at Fallon, looking at the doll, you know, complete. Is it complete Fallon?
It's a great replica. Yep. As far as doll forms of humans go, with like sewn faces and stuff like that, it's pretty good.
Fallon shifts a little bit uncomfortably, but she also seems a little bit interested in the Cora doll. She thinks it's very cute.
Yeah, the Fallon doll even looks a little pissed off, which is like,
Yeah.
Oh, status quo.
Nailed
Wow.
it. No notes.
Nailed it.
Cora, in a fit of kind of like, exuberance, she will pick it up and she'll kiss the doll on the cheek and then turn it to Fallon and to see the kissy mark on the cheek.
on angry Fallon.
Yeah.
Just replicate.
Oh my god. How did you do that? How did
Wow,
you do
okay.
that so quickly?
That was a highly specific
Fair.
request from an artist, for sure.
It was. Thank you very much. I've been waiting.
You had that ready to
But-
go?
I have. But just show it towards Fallon with this sort of like smile on her face, and her eyes are like squinting. And she
Awesome.
looks a little bit at Blinski, and she's like, I know you went through a lot of trouble for that doll of me as well. Do you think you'll be selling those?
No, I don't want to sell them.
What?
I
No.
did this one out of fear, and he kind of like puffs up a little bit, and he says like, "You have been good to me. I didn't want to sell it. I didn't sell it. You can have it. It's
Oh.
free. I give it to you."
Thank you
Wow.
very much.
Fallon, whose cheeks are a little bit pink at this point, because I mean, it only makes sense to have a Cora to go with Fallon.
Cora makes like a wheeze.
Oh.
There,
A little
I put it
gay
on
wheeze.
I put it on the stream.
The picture. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
No, we need this to find little lodestone so they
It just shows
can
Google
attract
over
to each
here.
other and stick.
Oh, there it is.
It
Like,
should
you
come
know.
in, yeah.
Basically, it's describing magnets.
Well,
That's
No, I-
pretty
and-
great.
Yeah,
Blinski,
whatever.
and, well, Blinski, you've been very good to me as well. And I'm grateful for your loyalty. I'm grateful for what you've given us. And the measures of safety you've allowed us. Thank you, Blinski.
Thank you. I fear I will not see you again. I have heard of your progress through this land. I wish you the best of luck, and if this should be your end, well, I hope you go quickly.
Thank you. And just
you,
in case,
Blinski.
you can have your rented sewing kit back.
Yes, thank you.
Just in case I don't get the chance to return it.
I appreciate
Uh.
it. And as you do progress through your next bit, I want you to remember this. There's no fun, there's no Blinski.
we
We all
we
laugh.
will never forget that, my friend.
Good. And enjoy your travels.
And I'll just, as I assume if everybody's leaving, I'm gonna just step over to Blinski and go, so, was there a prototype of that one?
Here's the prototype. There was one.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, all right. Chewbacca
You
looks
wanted the
really
prototype
disappointed.
Cora?
No, he wants one of Fallon.
Oh, Cora has the prototype of Fallon.
And the
Cora owns
the-
the first prototype, the mass
Oh, okay.
produced, and she custom ordered this one
right,
to
okay.
make it as accurate as possible. She has 3 Fallon dolls. This is her 3rd Fallon doll.
You've got the whole set.
Yes, she has a full set of Fallon dolls.
He's a collector.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And she'll look at Fallon and kind of gesture towards the Cora doll and kind of like a kind of demure of, do you want to hold this?
Is there like a Beanie Fallon version?
Beanie Fallon. What does Cora say? Or what does Fallon say?
That.
That sounds about right.
I mean, sure, whatever.
Whatever.
She's so,
If like
She's so
that's what you
happy.
want.
she's speechless.
Cora will
that's
say, one moment, and then take some of her perfume, spray it on the doll, and then hand it over.
Oh.
Aw.
Nice.
Fallon's holding it like partly like she's terrified she's gonna drop it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like Fallon with a real baby? She'd probably about the same reaction. It's like, what am I gonna do with this?
But she
Shabaka's
also kind of looks like her brain is short circuiting a little bit.
saying, what's happening right now? To Ramses.
Yeah. It's okay, Shabaka. Just let them have their moment. It's a nice
okay,
thing
okay.
in a horrible world.
This is called, I
This
believe, the blue screen of death, brain-wise. She's rebooting.
She's gonna need a minute to reboot.
But
Where to after Blinski's?
mm,
Okay, I'll go back to the map.
Either
well, now hearing about the Isaac thing, I'm a little concerned.
Hmm.
And I
talked
don't
to
know
Isaac.
if people are against it,
I
but if
mean-
we have time.
I mean,
She
Are
No,
we
I'm
going
okay
to
with
do
going to threaten Isaac
do-
for hurting Blinski.
do we really need another loose cannon in this group? Like, I think we have our full quota.
I don't necessarily wish to invite him to go where we're going, Shabaka.
Yeah.
No, but if he's gonna punch Blinski, I'm gonna I could just punch him back.
I
We want to
mean-
correct the error in his ways.
But he won't respond well to
I'm-
violence, Fallon.
Yeah, I think that's an
That's-
idea for later.
Yes, I agree.
I feel like we should not interact with him right now. Unless Cora thinks we should.
If you are against
You were
it,
the one who adopted him, I guess. So,
if you are
Yeah.
against it, then I suppose we shouldn't. But
I want to
I think-
defer to your judgment, actually, because what do you think he would do?
I feel that he's grown. I think that from the sounds of what happened with Blinski, he lashed out in his old manner and realized after traveling with us and chatting with you that he knew he did the wrong thing. So
that's
he's
what I
growing,
expect to
and
hope,
that is
yes.
a great thing.
So what would be the purpose of talking to him then?
To reaffirm that he is on the right path. And even
I
if something
agree.
should happen to me, to us, and he may not see or hear from us for a while, he shouldn't return to his old path just because it's familiar.
I agree. If anything
He-
does happen to us,
If you think it will help,
this land needs
then
good
let's-
people.
Then let's go speak with them if you think it will help.
Are we
I
going
would
to
at
do
least.
a long?
Yes,
Are we going to
we
do a
are.
long rest before?
Yes.
I'm
Okay,
going to
we
make
got
holy
you.
water then.
I will see whether or not he is within 1,000 feet of us, because I can.
Oh.
Ooh.
Interesting. Okay. The answer is yes. Now let me find the exact location.
Excellent, because that's where I will start heading. Say, follow me. He's this way.
Oh, haha.
Great. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you basically
He's hiding out
step
back
out the
of
door
Blinski's.
of the Blinskis, and it's like, oh, he's like 75 feet away max to your left.
Okay.
And just at that moment, right down here, you guys see this on the map?
I don't see
No.
anything.
No.
Hold on. I'm on the DM layer. 1 second. Now do you see it on
Yeah.
the map?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Right there, like just a little ways in front of you, you can see a gang of town guards, and there's a big thing going on, and that's the Burgomaster's house, and the Burgomaster is out front, and you can hear him bellowing from where you are. He's like, "Quit! You can't quit! I refuse!" And the
Oh.
guards
boy.
are kicking at something you can't see.
She's running.
We will head
Yeah,
down
I'll
there.
run
We'll
up
head
there
right
as
over
well.
there.
Celia and her are getting there.
Yeah.
my guard dog. Yeah,
Okay.
Celia and her are the same speed anyway.
Oh yeah, I still have those 2 mastiffs, don't I?
Yep.
You do.
Yeah. You have two HP dogs.
Oh, what did I call them again?
So while I assume that you guys are going to be heading toward the people doing the kicking, I'm going to actually kind of position myself closer to Burgomaster.
So the
Do a
Burgomaster's kind of
quiet
on the
assassination.
stoop of the house. He's not doing any
Yeah.
kicking. He's
bellowing.
standing above the crowd.
Right.
So it's not that you won't be able to get close to him. Are you planning to sneak up very close?
No, I'm not trying to sneak up to him at all. I'm going to
Okay.
position myself just near him.
Okay.
What is the meaning of this?
So as you guys get closer, you can see, yes, 100%. Isaac is on the ground. He's taking the kicks. He's not really fighting back much from what you'd expect.
I'll just yell, "Enough!"
I will say when enough is enough, says the Burgomaster.
So, Burgomaster, what is the meaning of this? What's going on?
Or if they're still kicking him while this is talking, Cora is completely ignoring the words and is going to Misty step in and dimension door him and her out.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Okay. Where would your dimension door going to go? Because they didn't stop.
On the other side of Blinski's.
Okay.
Behind the
on the road
building,
or by the house, or
not visible.
Not visible. Okay, so hidden.
She's
behind
leaving
the house.
Celia behind. Yeah.
Gotcha. So yes.
And there is a chance that Cora could be hit or smacked when she's in the circle because she can't cast both those. That's fine.
Going to be a dex save to get through the crowd. We're not in initiative here, but that should kind of.
And I said I was Misty stepping in.
Oh, Misty step, right?
Viable?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
bonus action Misty step.
And then I'll have to wait till the next turn.
No, you can still cast
as
your action.
Only cast one spell per turn.
I do is command Solia, saying if they continue attacking after I leave, defend, and then if I still get attacked, and then dimension door out. That's the plan for Cora.
What do they do when she suddenly appears?
There's a big gasp, and the Burgomaster, the magic dimension door, like the guards are hesitant. They're looking amongst each other, and they're looking back to the Burgomaster, and the Burgomaster's looking at you, Ramses, and Sasha, and the golem, and
Shabaka.
And they're like, okay, so he's terrified of the golem. The golem is huge, which is fine because you guys are each probably more independently more scary, but he's still terrified of the big thing. And he looks at Ramses and Sasha and Shabaka and says, "What is the meaning of this? Why are you interfering with our town's business?
What is the meaning of your town's business? Why are you beating him?
The way we handle deserters in this town is our business. You outsiders have no role here."
If we didn't have a role here, we could leave you to your own devices. And he looks toward the mountain where the castle is. Let the chips fall where they will. But that isn't what we are about. Tell us what's going on.
The village has lasted for hundreds of years. My ancestors have taken just fine control of this, and with me, the Master here, the people have never been happier.
Let the
I
coward
can
yap. He's
see
shaking in
that.
his boots, and he's taking it out on others because he's a coward. I'm taking Isaac and I'm going.
Everyone here is so dramatic.
How do you guys taste? To,
What?
and looks toward the mountain again.
No.
Oh, I don't like that.
We get by. We get by, and we've gotten by for a long time. And I know it's not what you outsiders understand. But here we've made a home. I get it that we're trapped here. I get that we can't go, and you come in here like tourists, and you want to change everything, and you want to fight everyone.
I am no
We have to
outsider,
stay
sir.
here, and I've seen many of your kind come and go.
I am no
And when
outsider,
you are
sir. I
gone,
have lived in this realm my entire life.
yes,
And
my
we get by
apologies to you, sir.
thinking.
I know these others from a previous encounter. Troublemakers, outside troublemakers. Surprised to see you with them, though.
Well, that may
They,
be.
th- they think.
But if Isaac has decided, from your shouting, I take it, that he is no longer in your employ, then why don't you just let him leave, rather than resorting to violence and having your thugs beat him up like a bunch of cowards?
He's my right-hand man. I
So he's done with you.
need him and his help to keep
So
And this,
Troll.
the way to get him to stay with you is to have your men beat him.
He smiles. He smirks a bit, and he says, "It's worked before."
Well, it won't work today.
and it makes you no better than, again, looking toward the mountain meaningfully. If that's who you wish to
do for my
emulate.
village and the happiness of the people in it, we will
So
be
you're going to
happy
emulate.
again. Isaac
the
will
man
be
on the
happy
mountain
again.
is-
He just needs to remember how to be happy, and how to be happy is to help me maintain control.
By
He has
emulating
other
the man
things
on the
outside
mountain.
of you. Just because you wish to put your need upon other people doesn't mean he can't have a life outside of what he gave you. He can't decide other things for himself. You may think you are making people happy, but what are you actually doing? Harming people. It is unjust as much as any other thing, even if you believe you are pure. Think upon yourself. Have people strained in their smiles while looking upon you, or do you see crinkles in their lashes?
He looks around at the guards. The guards try to smile back at him and fail.
I wonder.
These
Like,
people
quietly.
might be more loyal to him than to you. He's at least shepherded them on equal ground.
You know what? I'm going to try this stealthily. I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
Oh, raw.
Ooh.
So he cannot deceive you. I'll roll the stealth and see how well this works, but that's gonna be a 15. It's a shitty roll, but
Seems not bad on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a commoner.
yeah. So there you go. Zone of Truth. Casting.
You don't understand, he says. I need fear to provide the happiness. Wait, why did I say that?
And
No.
what does fear give you?
Control is all that it
Fear.
gives.
Yes, control, exactly. Control, so I can have 20 men beat up one man. Oh,
would not respect be a better motivator than fear?
I tried that a long time ago.
They can continue trying. It's not an easy thing.
No one respected me. Didn't work.
What
Fear
did you do to
and violence
try?
are the only ways to happiness.
You are wrong.
And Shabaka walks up slowly to him and looks him straight in the eye and says, "You are a bully, and that never ends well." And then he just backs away. But he's staring at him eye to eye the whole time.
Mm.
So perhaps you can have an epiphany and try the respect route, and not the bully route. These people do sort of look up to you in your position, but earn their respect,
You don't
and they will
understand.
adore you.
I'm a weak man. Oh shit! Why do I keep saying these things?
But you admit it. No one's perfect.
I admit nothing. There is spell on me. Somebody's tricking me. I'm looking for an excuse for why I'm saying these ridiculous things.
You're
Why
a
did I say
stronger
that?
man. Look at this. It takes a strong man to admit this in front of everybody.
Maybe you're not as weak as you think, and you can do better.
Like Isaac.
He looks at you, and he looks around at first, like at as if looking for whatever is causing his strange behavior. And he looks at you and he says, "I do care about these people.
Oh.
I do want them to be happy.
Do you
I
relish
just
in their
don't
pain?
know another way."
Have you tried asking them what would make them happy? Like maybe in some kind of council meeting? And then like making a plan to kind of do things that would make them happy?
And they appear reasonable and realistic people. They're not going to say, "Hey, I want the sky." They're going to want simple things that all of
Yes.
you
You know what,
probably wish to have.
Burgermaster, I understand that your position here is very daunting. You live in a place where fear is commonplace, and for you to do what you do is nothing more than what the people of this land expect. And right, they're afraid to leave the walls. Every place we've gone, people are afraid to leave the walls. There's only a few that aren't. I understand how you're doing it, and I personally am not going to say you need to change your world. You should think about what you do sometimes, though. And in this case, Isaac is our friend, and you will not beat him again. And if he wishes to leave, he can leave.
You would
I-
also then leave as your friend as well.
I accept your proposal.
Hmm.
Now leave.
I will go over and heal Isaac.
Cora was
he's-
already looking over Isaac's injuries.
Hey,
Yeah.
remember at the
Isaac
very
is bruised. He's down some hit points. He's not in super bad shape. Like he's got a decent hit point total.
But at least to make
But
a
he's
show of it, I think, for Ramsey.
yeah, he's dusty from being on the ground, and he didn't
Yeah.
really fight back. But he
No.
looks at you as you're like looking him over, and he just says, "It came back so easily. I thought the violence. I don't understand how it came back so easily."
It doesn't just go away, Isaac. It takes years. And even then, things like this, things that provoke you are going to always come up and give you a reason to want to jump back to what's easy. As the Burgermaster here is showing you. But it's not always right. And it's when you find yourself, like you have, resisting that urge, that's the right thing. That's showing you you're on the right path.
Why is it so difficult? If it's the right thing, I thought it'd be easier.
Hmm.
The right thing
The right
is
thing is
rarely
always the hardest
easier.
thing.
But it's also the most warming thing.
Fear and violence,
Something to
those are
strive
the
for.
easy things.
I thought you said beer and violence.
Beer.
Beer.
Maybe you did.
That's
Yes,
that's
beer
pretty
and
easy
violence.
too.
I'm gonna make some holy beer now.
But you'll find that each choice you make is going to have consequences, and you'll have to live with those.
Yeah.
There will be a way
Consequences.
out if you follow that path.
Well, I guess I'm gonna need a way out now. I'm not gonna be welcome here for a while.
Well,
They
Yeah.
have no say, though. Isaac, I have a question.
Hmm.
Did you
Yes.
not defend yourself for fear that you would spring into violence? Or did you not defend yourself thinking I wouldn't want you to?
I didn't know you were here.
I said I would
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Not
It's
today.
been a while.
I guess Zone of
Yeah,
Truth
didn't
is,
know it'd
is
be
up
today.
for the rest of us too, isn't it?
We'll
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah,
the
it
question
does.
still stands. Did you not defend yourself against these men because you thought you should just bear the beating?
He
Or
like gestures like widely with his arm in the direction that the troops were. It's like I trained them. They were my guards. They're
so
loyal
you
to the
did it?
burgomaster, obviously, but I didn't want to hurt them.
I see. Then that was a noble thing you did. Even though I wish you could have at least defended yourself, that you could have stood up for yourself and at least left, because I do not wish to see you hurt. I'm glad you are able to see that sort of connection with your peers. That you're able to identify what your wants and your needs, even in such a stressful situation.
Yeah, it's new. Still figuring out what to do about it.
So tell me, and he speaks up loudly and addressing the crowd. Who here?
Oh, I thought we left.
Yeah, you guys
it-
are at the very least the distance of Blinski's away.
So,
Right.
do you guys remember when we first
But-
came to Vallaki and I
Mm.
wanted to overthrow the burgomaster? Feeling
We-
pretty
You wanted to
fucking
kill
right
all
about
did.
that, by the way.
So
I didn't. I still don't.
No, I know not all of you were because I was told I was being crazy about it, but I'm feeling
Well,
pretty good about that right now because this guy
honestly,
sucks.
I think all our
Honestly, I'm
characters
with
wanted
you.
to.
Cora
No,
would
there
never
was
done
a
it.
big contingent of like we're the outsiders.
Yeah.
Or
here.
we're like 50-50
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Cora's feelings
I
at
mean,
that time
listen,
were
I know
still.
it would have been a terrible idea, but this guy sucks.
He sucks so
Well,
bad.
but it not exactly.
It doesn't
He spoke
always
the
No.
mean
truth.
the person will
He spoke
be
the-
better.
He spoke the truth that he cares about the people.
That doesn't mean anything if he's not willing to put up a good front of righteousness first.
okay,
Well,
all right. So back to addressing the crowd.
Oh, you're going back to them, Sasha, because
Sasha's
we're not
still
anywhere
standing
near.
there.
He has not left them. He's
Oh,
there
okay.
with the burgomaster and the crowd. Who here has at least some respect for Isaac?
The
Dead
the
silent.
guards like shuffle around a little bit, and they look up at the burgomaster. And the burgomaster looks at them, and he he's making eye contact with the guards. The guards are obviously waiting for some signal from
There's-
him, and he
There's
just
still
kind of
zone of truth going on here, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But he just kind of makes like a scoff sound, like a whatever type thing, and he waves his hand like over the people, and like as if like releasing them to do something, and slowly probably half of them put up their hands. But basically he gave them permission to express their own opinions. They looked to him to see if they were going to be penalized for saying yes, and he said okay, whatever. And so about half of them probably put up their hands.
So he cocks his head and he looks at the burgomaster. Do you respect him? You don't have to like him.
He looks at you, he smiles, he nods his head, and he says no. And then he says, fuck.
Nods his head.
It says no. Indeed. You'll have to work on that. I do not wish to see this community eat itself, and that's what I think was beginning to happen. And I respect Vistani have something that you don't, and that is the community is number one. You need to fix that, and they will respect you for that.
Maybe, he says. We'll see.
Yeah. He just holds his hands out like, okay.
I'm still gonna give Isaac the goat.
So
What
he's
was
got to
that?
take careful.
The
He's got
card?
to take careful note of the guards that did raise their hands. By the way,
Mhm.
so he can kind of file that one away for later.
These are the ones that care
Yeah,
about
they were
you.
at least
Yeah.
willing to admit that they have some respect for Isaac.
Another out of game thing. Do we ever figure out who that guy was that disappeared from the stocks, and what happened to him?
Udo. Yeah, Isaac took him to the burgomaster's house, put him in a closet. Don't remember what happened after that.
Did I find him in there when I was in spider form?
No, you didn't search the house.
No.
Oh, okay.
You did. You walked the hall and you looked in a few rooms on the basement only, I think.
Okay.
Not basement, ground floor. Yep.
Chewbacca
Ground
just
floor.
thinks to himself, yeah, maybe we should have done something about that. Oh, well.
You also haven't followed up on that in a while, so you
Yeah.
don't know what the state of that is.
Yeah.
Like weeks and weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
So Isaac says, I don't want to stay here. Not right now. I'll come back later, maybe.
I look at Cora before I raise my hand and and then does she nod or?
She isn't quite certain what you're going to say.
I'll take that as a yes. We are leaving town tomorrow. Do you wish to come with us?
Well, I'm not staying here. Where are you going, Kresk?
No, the other way.
Yeah, of course. Barovia.
Barovia.
Yep.
He shrugs. Never been.
All right, well, meet us at that. Is it like the East Gate or what's this one over here?
Yeah, it's the East Gate.
Further along, but yeah.
Yep. Also, he says, like, well, I'm gonna have to stay at the inn. You guys have a room for me?
Sure.
Of course.
I used to stay at the burgomaster's place, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. He says, and he kind of like rubs his ribs a bit, even though he's healed and it doesn't hurt anymore.
Do you need to get your stuff?
I got my stuff.
Okay.
Well, I would be welcome to have you.
All right, well, I think we're going to the inn anyway, so why don't we go with them there?
Yep.
Okay.
Question, what did we do with the two Voctor boys are out in their ancestral home rebuilding,
Yep.
right?
That's right.
So who is fixing up the inn for us?
Well, it was some of the Burgermaster's people before.
It's a good thing they're done the work.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you probably wouldn't get any more work out of them.
So no
No.
one else is there.
No one's
then.
in the inn right now.
Okay. So we need to set the inn up with somebody.
Well, although you're about to leave tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah. We don't have
should-
to worry about it too much at the moment.
we should leave it with somebody running it, right?
No.
Shouldn't we? Or at least someone
well,
to
at
watch
the
over
very
it.
least, if you think someone needs to be business-minded, we could always give it to Blinski. He is very business-minded, and perhaps he might not be the bar sort, but he knows people and has different contacts than we do. I can just give him the Uber.
I was thinking more. Oh yeah, we could do that. But I was thinking more the who are those guys that we met the first day we got here?
The Huntress.
Oh, that's the hunters.
They
Yes.
haven't come back yet.
Okay.
And they were in the inn when it
Yeah.
got
When
torched, and that's how they got injured. Or one of them
They-
got injured.
They might not want that.
So, do we know anyone else here that's friendly to us?
Not many. We don't make as many friends as we make enemies.
Well, didn't we release someone
I
from the
made my one
stocks?
quota. I made my
Right?
one quota friend, all right?
Didn't we release
Two.
someone
I'd
from
like
the
to take that back
stocks?
too.
No, that guy was. We left them
No.
there.
Udo. We didn't get a chance to.
Who is the guy at the gate that was impressed with us fixing the gate?
Guard.
I don't
A
recall.
random guard.
Oh, someone
There
from
was
the
a couple guards
Burgomasters.
and like a woman.
Okay.
Pretty cool if they're among the hand raisers.
I wonder if one of the guards that was beating the shit out of Isaac saw the person that fixed the gate teleport in and go, what?
The princess has returned.
The fixer.
That's gonna
The
be
fixer of gates.
the
Wasn't-
princess fixerer.
Hey,
Yeah.
who is
And
the
he goes,
guy?
that makes sense.
Wasn't there somebody in the church that was friendly to Ramses? That was he was
Well,
showing
the-
how to do something.
The priest. And,
Not the priest. There
And
was
then
someone
there's
else that was
the
in there.
there's
There's a
the
boy.
young
There's a young
there's
boy.
a young boy, but he's too young. He's
Okay.
younger than the Voctor boys.
Oh, okay.
Milvoy, I think.
Yeah,
Malfoy.
Oh, boy.
not Malfoy.
Wow. All right.
So
Yeah, there were two
I don't-
boys that were responsible for the bones of Saint Andril. An older one and a younger one, and the younger one did the work.
oh, okay.
I think it was, yeah, and needed to be kind of redeemed, but yeah, Milvoy. Yeah.
Right. So I don't think we
And-
need to worry about the inn too much because there's
don't
not really
either.
anything of value here right now, besides a fully constructed building. But there's plenty of abandoned buildings, I believe, in this town.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
um,
not thinking for like the purposes of the campaign, but more of just like for the good of the town to have a place where people can go and meet and talk and stuff is like a community building thing. Like I want to leave it in a state that maybe is a counter to the Burgomaster's like
You need
it's
a
a
coffee bar.
speakeasy kind of place, you know, where people can go there and say whatever they want. You know what I'm saying?
This town needs a Cheers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
place where everybody knows your name.
Yep.
Where's
So,
Norm?
so can we can we just say I or somebody else goes out and finds somebody reasonably trustworthy to manage the inn this evening?
We could, yeah.
In
We
a
could
single
go
day.
posting
I
about.
don't know.
I don't know if we
Filling
can
a
just
job posting
hand
like
wave
that can take weeks.
Actually, what we do is we just ask if Isaac knows anyone because he's.
Oh yeah,
lived
he's the
here.
guy that knows everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, well ask him what does he think? Who would be a great inn manager or a tavern manager?
Trustworthy. Like the Patrick Swayze, like he'll be the
Yeah.
cooler.
What if
The
what about that
Roadhouse.
lady
I just
that
watched that yesterday.
we met at the beginning of the first time we were in Vallaki? She was
Udo's
cool.
mom.
Yeah,
Udo Lukovich's mom.
she was cool. She got you to fix
Not
the gate with
obviously
princess
evil.
powers.
Yeah.
Still.
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
And that would also give an
Picking a
opportunity to
real
ask.
random NPC, but she was dope.
She
Yeah.
was cool, and I also think that would give a good opportunity to ask if there is any updates about Udo.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
well, we do know that he
Isaac-
was in the closet, the cupboard, the closet.
Right, but
The
I
cupboard.
wonder if Isaac. I don't know if Isaac.
It's a giggle fest.
Sorry.
If there may have been a
Not weird.
development and there may have been a time limit and he could have been let go, because it doesn't seem like they get put in there until they die. I feel like that would be too
Yeah,
obvious.
I don't know what the fuck is up with it, but it's weird as shit, and we should probably ask Isaac. Be like, hey, so like, what was up with that?
Yeah. So the short version is he's out. He was released a
Oh,
few days
great!
ago.
I think we should give it to him and his mom. They were cool.
All right.
Right.
They cared.
And I'm pretty sure they
He's
don't like the Burgomaster.
They
Yeah.
do not.
Isaac says,
They
"I'll
were-
point
they
you
just
at the
wanted
house, but maybe
make
I
sure
won't
it
knock
was
on the
safe."
door with you."
Yeah. That would be wise, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cora will stay back with Isaac.
I mean, Fallon will also be there, but she's not going to be the one knocking. She's not people person.
Who does the knocking?
Cora.
No.
He's back with Isaac.
No, everybody
Oh,
sort
okay.
of said no.
All right, I'll do it then. I guess it's my idea. Knock, knock, knock.
So yeah, Udo opens the door. He looks skinny, but like he's not obviously harmed.
Oh, good to see that you're okay. Are you okay? I'm Shabaka. We're the adventurers that kind of helped out some things in the town, but
Yeah, we met at the stocks a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
I think.
I was sorry I was gonna help you, but I didn't want to get you into worse trouble. Although,
It's over now, he says.
how do you feel about that experience? What happened, by the way? Like, why'd you disappear for a while?
I made fun of the burgomaster. I laughed. I laughed when he thought I should be serious.
Weird for a guy who wants to be happy all the time, but yeah.
I laughed at him.
Ah, I see, yeah. I was just wondering, we sort of inherited the local tavern there. But we have to leave town for a bit, and they just rebuilt it. Do you think you and your mom would be interested in watching over it for us and maybe getting it back up and running? The Mardikovs will still provide it with wine, but we also have a supply to leave.
Okay.
We're basically
Mom!
hiring you to run the inn.
Mom!
Yeah, you'll be the cooler. You maybe find someone who might be a better face.
Mom,
Just
those
in
weird
case there's
outsiders are
resistance to
giving us
you.
the inn.
No, you're just running it. It's a job.
What? The outsiders are giving us the inn. So you hear some footfalls in the background. Oh,
The slap, slap, slap of big feet
Yep.
on wood. What?
So I'll re-explain to her what I'm suggesting that they would work for us. Running the inn.
They find the arrangement agreeable. They will totally run the inn in your absence
Okay, and the Mardikovs have...
for a reasonable cut.
Yeah, and the Mardikovs have returned to their winery, and they will be running that part, delivering to you, and then for now we have this cask of wine to get you started, and blah, blah, blah.
And a large supply of goat meat.
I was going to give that to Isaac.
Mm.
Well, Isaac's coming with us, so
Are you gonna leave the goat here at the inn?
no. Let's not do that. I feel like this goat is gonna be cursed. Let's just
I wonder if he can make rockfoot soup.
rock with soup. Yeah. Yeah, do you
Cora's
think he
not
can do
anywhere
anything with
around there
this?
to
Pull the
go
hat
there.
off his head.
Yeah, so fair enough. Okay, anyway, the inn is taken care of. The inn
Okay.
will be maintained.
Okay, cool.
Anything else you guys want to do before bed tonight? Any conversations or things like that?
I'll be
Holy
reading.
water.
Once there's a moment where Cora does that whole thing with Isaac, where she's just talking about, she's going to pop a discussion on two very specific things.
Mm-hmm.
One, what made him get a doll of Cora?
He
And
like
yeah,
he turns away as soon as you ask that question.
Oh.
It's clear that it's embarrassing to him. He says, I mean, he starts with, "I'm sorry.
mhm.
I get that that's weird.
Hmm.
No one's really helped me before. It was confusing. I didn't really know how to handle it."
Oh my god, what's Irina been doing this whole time?
Yeah,
Let's just
yeah.
say she's still at the
So
church.
Irina, like, have Isaac and Irina spent any time together? Like, Irina doesn't really know much about Isaac, really, other than the fact that you warned her that there was some guy here that
Other
she
than the
might want
fact
to
that he's
stay
a
away
fucking
from.
creep.
Yeah,
So
he knows lots of, seemingly enough about Irina, but she doesn't know much about him.
And Cora's
I'm still
already
convinced she's
basically
his sister, but
warned
that's my
him
conspiracy.
to not approach unless she gives the
Yep.
go ahead. So
And he hasn't.
okay.
Yeah.
So she's not here at this time then. We'll assume.
It's up to you guys.
well, I don't mind either way, but
They're gonna meet on the road, so
I mean, yes, they're gonna be sleeping in the same inns. They're gonna be meeting when in general, right? So it's supervised, and Cora doesn't leave from Isaac's side to make sure that
he
he's
behaves.
comfortable and she's comfortable, and there's some sort of buffer between the two if there's ever a moment in which either of them get overwhelmed.
So do we bring Irina
Basically.
into the inn then, or have them meet
She
then?
needs to be warned. She can make the choice herself.
Okay, let's ask her.
Yeah, I'll stay in the inn.
Okay.
I want to stay with you guys.
Would you like to meet Isaac now?
I don't care either way.
Okay. So bring her down, and Isaac, this is Irina. Irina, this is Isaac.
This is a curve in the
just
conversation.
Isaac leans back in his chair and runs his fingers through his hair and does a big sigh exhale thing whoa, this is so weird.
She pats
but
his
but he
hand.
just leans forward afterwards against the table and he's just hi, I guess. It's nice to meet you. I'm Isaac.
That's so chill of him.
And then how does
Yeah,
Irina?
He later on when you reflect back on this with Isaac, which you almost certainly will, he will say
Yep.
my heart was beating so fast right then.
Yep.
Try to
It
play
was
it cool.
so stressful. Irina doesn't seem bothered at all.
Yeah.
She
That's good.
just sits down and So she knows he's being like a little weird, but not like creepy weird, just like unusual,
It's
not
awkward.
not normal.
Hmm.
Not doing anything inappropriate. And talks to you guys mostly.
Okay.
And Isaac seems pretty content to talk to you guys as well. And only a couple times do they like comment on anything that the other one says during the evening. They don't
Okay.
interact much in a big group setting.
So it's not a meet cute then?
Oh gosh, keep your
I'm
thoughts to
still
yourself.
convinced they're siblings, so no.
Yeah, me too.
I'll
Oh
die
my
on that
God.
hill.
Oh, mm.
Is Isaac
Um,
also from outside of Barovia?
I
Isaac is
don't
not from
know.
outside Barovia.
Okay. So it's probably pretty unlikely that they're siblings.
I mean, he could be the
he had, like, the-
reincarnated brother, though, that died or something. That
There
could
was
be a
also
thing.
some
No.
discussion about whether Irina was from outside Barovia. She was found
Yeah,
in the
she was.
woods near the gate. That
Mm.
doesn't
That's the thing.
necessarily
Is that he had a little sister, whatever, who like disappeared or died or
was
something.
lost in the woods
Oh.
Was
during
lost
an
in the
attack,
woods.
direwolf attack, where he lost his arm. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And was the right age, and
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And
Okay.
he
Many
like
similarities.
dreamed about her. I'm convinced that it's his sister.
Okay, well,
Which does make it a little uncomfortable, but
yeah.
At
But nothing
the-
happens, so.
Yeah, at
Okay.
the
Very
end
Star
of the
Wars.
conversation,
Yeah,
I
Cora
was
wasn't
just gonna say.
able to say this, but he basically said that he had no one that would help him or comfort him, or I can't think of the actual wording that you used for Isaac, but Cora will at least hold up her Fallon doll. And so this is a thing about for Cora. She's like, well, it would have been nice if you had gotten maybe permission from me. But at the very least, I am not insulted. I am guilty of almost the exact same thing, although it was started by Blinski himself.
Yes.
he chuckles. He holds his hand out to look at the doll.
She'll pull out all three.
He says, he looks at them. He looks over to Fallon and he says, "He does good work."
He really does.
No laugh is no Blinski. But either way, I won't consider it to be whatever you thought it was. Honestly, it's almost flattering that you saw me as a point of comfort to return to have something to
Thanks
cherish
for the
to yourself.
raid.
Yes, it's best when you get permission and follow through if someone feels comfortable or uncomfortable. I'm telling you now that would be fine. If I could go tell Blinski myself, if someone wanted, especially someone like you or others I've actually talked to, that would be fine with me. I'm not uncomfortable with that thing, with that sort of thing. But what I would like from you, Isaac, if you would allow me,
Mm-hmm.
I would like for you to apologize to Blinski.
He takes an inhale like he's gonna respond. And he stops, closes his mouth, and he nods.
And if
Yeah,
you would
okay.
like, I can be in the room with you, or you can be left alone. But he, as much as anyone else, deserves your respect, especially if he was offering you a service, even if it was in fear.
I can do this alone. I think I want to do this alone.
I think you can do it alone. I believe in you, Isaac. You've come a long way in just the short time I've known you. You've made me proud.
First thing tomorrow on the way out of town. I'll do that.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else anybody wants to accomplish in Vallaki tonight before heading out tomorrow morning?
Some more reading of the book. How
Fair
many
enough.
more hours can I get in with also getting a one night sleep?
The 12 was all inclusive of the day.
Oh, okay.
So,
Then I will read more on the road.
yep. Anything else?
Nope. I'm good.
I think that's everything.
Next morning, when you wake up, Isaac is gone but returns shortly. He comes up to Cora and says, "It's done." I don't know that he accepted it fully at face value. I think he thought I was gonna do something, but it's done, and maybe
Yes.
he'll accept it on his own in
Yes.
time.
I'm glad that you at least started that conversation. Even if the other person's not ready to hear that apology, I'm so grateful that you were willing to extend it to him.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Yes.
And then, anything else you want to do before you leave Vallaki?
I don't think so. Does Isaac have a weapon still? By
Yes,
the
he
way,
does.
does he use a weapon?
He does,
Okay.
and he
A
also
big
has his
axe.
weird hand
His weird
that,
hand.
that
That's my
generates
boy.
fire.
Sure
His
generates
weird evil
fire.
hand.
Weird evil hand. Although, and the major difference between this time she's hanging out with Isaac and the last time, she's not ignoring Fallon. She will walk away from Isaac, so Isaac has to talk to other people besides her.
Mhm.
So that he will feel more comfortable with reaching out if he wants her attention or wants her support. If he doesn't, then he can do what he wants. It's fine. She's allowing that space. She's not keeping to his side.
Gotcha. Okay. As you depart, you head up the hill out of the valley where Lake Baratok and the village of Vallaki are winding through the roads through the forest. The road comes to an X intersection which branches to the northwest, northeast, and southwest and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrusts upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointed in 4 directions, slides in the weeds nearby. And this leads... wait, hold on. Is that the wrong description? That'd be funny. That totally was.
Cancel
The
that.
Old Failus Road transitions here from being a winding path through the mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends as it rises from the fog-filled valley you've departed. In the valley below you, where you've come from, you see the walled town of Vallaki and the shores of a great mountain lake. Its water is dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill. Its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. You continue onward.
Actually burned to the
Then,
ground.
pardon?
Yeah, we burned it
Burned
to the ground.
Yes, yeah. The fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are a high stone buttress looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence, and that's at that gate that you pointed out earlier.
Oh, can you bring back the overland map?
Yeah, I was just gonna do that.
Okay. That's this one.
Yes. At that point, you can all make a perception roll.
1 second, please.
Oh yeah.
You got it, Sasha.
Yeah, I have a +10.
Perception. Perception. Oh, is that a 1 or a 20?
20.
20.
20.
Nice.
Nice.
You got it. Sasha and
Alan doesn't
Ramses,
see shit.
you guys definitely catch that you are being followed.
All right.
Huh.
Someone is tracking you.
Anything in particular? Can we tease that out at all, or?
You can. It's a wolf.
Hmm.
I wonder if we could circle back and come in behind it, or have someone do that.
Or we could turn around and go towards it. If it turns out to be our werewolf friend, hopefully
Corey,
they'll
you are
make
muted, but
themselves known.
Oh yeah, Cora's muted.
Yep.
She's a mutant. I know.
My
So,
computer died, so I transferred on. Laptop,
okay.
That's all.
So Sasha and Ramses, you guys saw this wolf following you. What are you gonna do?
I will turn around and head towards it.
Okay. Yeah, it just stands waiting for you to approach.
I'll follow him at a safe distance. Like give him like 30 feet, so they can converse. Because I know he has a way with wolves. I may mess up his mojo.
Right?
Yeah, it turns into Zuleika as you approach, and she says, "You guys are easy to follow. Surprised I got this far. We ready to do this?"
Are we actually going to Barovia first, or to the
No,
Vistani village
Nope, we're
for?
going to the castle.
I don't think there's a point in going to Barovia. Like the only person there that we have some stuff with is
Donovich.
her brother,
Ismark.
Oh, and Ismark.
And,
And-
yeah, Donovich too.
right? But
And Colin, my sweet boy.
and Colin,
Yeah,
yeah,
you don't want to
we
bring
don't
him
need
to the
to.
castle.
No, and we don't
No,
want
I
to
don't
take
wanna bring
Irina
any of
back
them
to her
to the-
brother.
I don't think
Yeah.
we've gone across the bridge of trauma again.
Just on the way back, you returned from that trip, but that was it.
Yeah.
So
We'll go to Barovia once Strahd is dead.
Okay. Looks like we're on the road to Strahd.
yeah, but we need to decide
The vampire,
here
horrible
that
vampire girl.
everyone is coming with us or not. Right? Because
we know Irina and
we have been, the five of us have been invited by Strahd. No one was to harm us on our way here. But that is not the same for our 4 compatriots.
Well, they're not going to be able to. They won't. If something tries to harm them,
Yes,
it's
but what do
gonna
we
have
do
to
when
harm
we get
us.
there? What do we do when we get there?
Dunno.
Do we all just go in?
I think they should be like stealthy and not come with us.
Well, is there like another
tri-
entrance to the castle that we
Doesn't
could try
look
to
like
sneak?
it. Has anyone
From
among
where
us
you're
been
standing
there?
at the gate, Zuleika like points down the road and says, "Was that there before?"
What?
Quarter
We look at
mile
what she's
away,
pointing at.
Yeah.
down the road in the direction you're heading. Even there in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. There, the dirt road splits into 2, widening to the east, and you see patches of cobblestone suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. Parked at the fork in the road, pointed east, is a large black carriage drawn by
Oh,
2
man.
black horses.
Is
The
our ride.
horses snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air. The side door of the carriage swings open silently.
Of course it does.
Wow, that's well oiled.
I don't think we'll all
Beautiful
fit.
craftsmanship.
It's a big
So-
carriage.
I wanna.
Are we being invited?
I wanted to do
Yes.
a bit
Or
of
ordered.
a retcon of a couple of things. I hope that's okay. If not, it doesn't matter.
Depends.
But one was I wanted to go slowly so I'd have enough time to finish the book.
Don't have enough time for that.
So I'm
But
just
you'll
not going to finish
be-
it. Okay.
Not necessarily. We don't know
Hey.
how long future's going to take.
Okay.
Real quick.
So how
we
many more
rested,
hours?
right?
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes, you long rested.
all right,
This is
And I've got my holy water, right?
this has been about 4 hours since the morning.
Okay. So I'll add
How
that
many
on.
hours left?
Let me see. That'll be inventory. So that'll put it up to 30 hours. So it needs 48. So
Yeah, see
that's
how you
another
play it.
16, I guess, or 18.
You can read in the carriage unless you get carriage sick.
Yeah. Blah, blah.
The other thing I wanted to retcon is that I wanted to leave the 2 mastiffs as guard dogs for the inn.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and the chicken I wanted to leave to who was the boy who talked to Ramses when he was shoveling.
Is that
We just said
Milvoy
his
or
name.
Was that Milvoy?
Yeah.
I think it's Millboy.
And tell him to take care of it. It's a good chicken.
Consider it taken care of.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't eat it. His name
Okay.
is Chicken.
I got some thyme and garlic, and sage.
Do not eat the chicken.
Okay. So yeah, make the decision now about who is going with you. And well, it looks like everyone your construct could even climb on top of this carriage. It's a pretty large
Really?
carriage. Yep.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Shall we
I
go?
don't know if Isaac was intending to come with us or just leaving town, so that's on him.
Yeah, Isaac was not informed of your plan.
Yeah. Well, that's
Right.
why I
He's just like,
said
"What the
at the
fuck?"
gates here, we need to discuss that because
Yeah.
there are people coming here for different reasons. Strahd understands probably them all, and he's not going to be happy about some people's decisions on being here, let alone ours.
Honestly,
I
there's
think
still some
our
part of
decision to
Cora.
be there was probably part of his plan.
Yes, of course, it's all going to his plan.
While this discussion is going on, I'm still reading.
Fair.
I mean, I'm just gonna admit there's still some part of Cora that thinks we're just coming here to have dinner with Strahd.
Oh, that'll be the start of it.
Like there's some part of Cora that, that's the thing we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just here for dinner. I mean,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, genuinely, like, there's some part of her that's like, yep, we were invited, so that's what we're doing. Not really
We were.
fully processing that this
Although
might
it's a bit
be the
rude to
end.
bring additional guests.
Yes, especially ones that
Want to kill him.
have a opposing tie to Count Strahd.
Yeah.
Casimir's
Well,
here
to be fair,
for
they
for
fit in with the
something.
rest of the
Irina's
guests perfectly then.
Yep. Irina knows what she's getting into.
So Casimir,
Only Isaac.
Irina, Isaac.
I was gonna say, I'm
Zuleika
pretty
knows
sure-
what she's here for.
Zuleika.
Only
And
Isaac
so does.
doesn't
Do we
realize.
bring?
No, I
So we
realize,
need to-
but at the
So
same
should we
time
talk
with
to him
Isaac,
about this?
Wait.
the thing with Isaac though is because of us, Strahd got pissed at him. Remember, he's the one that got him stuck in the fog.
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry about that, bro.
And
Wait,
he's
real
also
quick though.
thinks he's the reincarnation of his brother, so that's not good.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still thinks that.
No, Strahd might think that.
Oh. Wait. But is Casimir with us? Because he also
Yes.
wanted to come to the
Yes.
castle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
The only person here who doesn't have a distinct reason to be here is Isaac. So basically just be like, you in or you out, bro?
We're going to Castle Strahd.
He's like takes
No
like
pressure.
half a step backwards, and he's like,
Yeah, dude.
"Wow, okay, yeah, let's do this."
Oh, no way.
Rad.
All
Fallon
right,
holds her
man.
fist out for a fist bump.
He
Nice.
accepts your fist bump.
Chewbacca claps
Hell
him on
yeah,
the
dude.
shoulder.
Fallon's letting her jock energy out today.
My
Right?
people are bonding. I never
Yeah,
thought I'd live to see the day.
He like rubs his hand across his forehead and is like, "Wow, this day is not gonna go how I thought."
There's nothing more bonding than teaming up together to go and kill a fucking vampire. Woo!
You guys get on the board with the
So be it.
carriage.
Did I get an extra hour or so with the discussion?
And you can have an
Is
hour.
there is there like a seat like where a driver would sit like to control
There
the
is
horses?
not.
Mm.
Lovely.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I just love that this is like an 11-person carriage. Like, this is a carriage meant for a duplex.
It is.
Thanks for the
a large
raid.
This
carriage,
is
Yep.
this
Oh,
is the
another raid.
limousine carriages.
Holy smokes.
This is the party bus of carriages.
Mm-hmm. It definitely
got
is.
the-
Yeah,
does
or
it
like
have,
a limo van.
Limo tint. It has limo
Yep.
tint on the windows.
After winding through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and the startling awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. The carriage comes to a dead stop before the twin turrets of stone broken from years of exposure. Beyond these guard towers is the precipice of a 50-foot wide fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths. A lowered drawbridge of old shored-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm. Between you and the archway to the courtyard, the chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. A rotting wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel. Beyond this location, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from within, flooding the courtyard. Torches flutter sadly in sconces on both sides of the open doors. And we'll call it there.
Hate to say it, but this place could use a woman's touch.
Man. All I can say is have fun storming the castle.
How many wives do you think Strahd has had, and yet none of them have made it in a decent effect on the castle?
Just for the record,
Yeah,
Have
it's
Fun Storming the
fucking-
Castle was the internal name of this episode.
Oh.
Session
Fun.
49, Have Fun Storming the Castle is my name for it. Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I was going to call it,
Do
too.
you know what I just realized? Strahd has no riz. Like, he's
He
this
totally
all-powerful vampire who's
Yeah.
been alive for hundreds of years, and
He
yet
still
he
hasn't
gets
learned a
no
thing.
bitches.
He is cursed, so.
You never know. He might have several. He's hiding in his basement.
Jeez.
He wouldn't be that obsessed with Irina if he had
He might.
got bitches.
Yeah. Let's see.
Different kind.
There have been many.
Just saying,
There have been
incel
many
energy.
potential courtships over the years, including Casimir's sister.
Yeah, and they
Um,
haven't worked out well for
yeah.
him. So
That
that's
one,
what I'm saying.
one
He is
didn't work out
bitchless.
really, really badly. But
Or the
there have
other.
been other ones that worked out better in the short term.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
bitchless.
Oh my gosh.
We don't know what his
He has
situation with
incel
Voctor
energy.
was, though.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
Voctor
I'm not
could have
gonna
been a
ever
side
point that
piece.
out to his face. I feel like
You
that's
are-
asking.
He's
Plus,
also
he
a
spent like
he's also a
hundreds and
sadistic
hundreds of years
bastard too.
obsessed
So
with the same woman. So like, who was never into him.
he's also a sadistic bastard. It's hard to keep a relationship going that way, being like that.
I mean, yeah.
What?
Oh, here we go. There we are.
Are we?
I'm honestly surprised that we have
Ooh,
this
there we go.
many extra people with us.
I know, me too.
I mean, I'm very glad because Irina being with us kind of frightens me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Oh, me
willing to
too.
put that. It really frightens me. But having Zelenka and Isaac and Casimir and even of course Surya, I mean, it's just
So
mwah.
for next time, should we have have we already decided that they've joined in the carriage with us, or could they be sneaking up?
Yeah, I mean,
I
as
think
far
they're in
as
the
I
carriage.
understood it, they were in the carriage.
Okay.
And I rushed it a
don't-
bit, but yes, yeah.
I don't think Cora doesn't really care for the whole subterfuge thing because she gets the feeling that there's just this entire place is just watched. There's no
Yeah,
way
he's
to
got
get in without him knowing. So
he's got those
I'd
red-eyed
rather just
crows.
be
They're probably gonna see
polite.
what we do.
Yeah, I really don't think that there's at this point. I don't think Fallon's thinking about sneaking. I think she's like, yeah, I mean, we're gonna go in there, and what happens, happens, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got here. The doors are open. Like they're waiting for you.
He's not afraid.
Mhm.
Well, why would he
yeah.
be?
So the
He
best
sh-
thing
he
you can hope
should be
for is to
afraid.
be able to take advantage of his arrogance.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
mean,
Do we?
there's some part of
Advantage
me
of
that kind
his
of
or take
that.
advantage of ours?
So from
Right.
here to here looks like a few hours travel. How many actual hours? Other
One.
3?
One more.
I thought it was an hour per 4 squares.
No, it's
Not
a
on this
mile per
carriage.
4
Oh, 4
squares.
squares only a mile. Okay.
Yeah.
One
Heh.
more. Okay.
Yep.
I'll take it.
He's
And I'm
begging
being
for
The
generous.
scraps.
terrain,
I know. I really want it.
the elevation change, that makes for something, right?
So you guys took like 2 long rests or 3 maybe in the Amber Temple, right? Like it's totally within reach if you guys spend time in Ravenloft.
Right.
Honestly, like I said, Cora is not like a lot of people probably are entering this cast going, yeah, we're gonna kill this vampire. Cora is not thinking that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fallon is 100% thinking that.
So like I can imagine that's just
Sasha?
like
Her end goal.
I'm gonna read these people's thoughts. I'm gonna see what they're thinking, and all of them like die, kill. And Cora's like, I have brought wine to go with the supper.
Right?
To be
Am I
fair,
the only one
it's
here
not.
who brought a side dish? I mean, seriously. Yeah.
To be fair,
Oh.
Fallon has always had that thought whenever Strahd was around, so it's not different than any other time they've met.
Did we leave the actual ewer at the inn or just the keg?
No,
You brought the ewer with
Cora
you?
never completely offered it.
Okay.
Um,
Because yeah, we had a keg
because
already of wine.
her
so-
plan was literally to bring it to the castle for dinner because she thought it would be a fun little, because we're
gift.
guests. She had a gift.
Yeah.
Also, you just don't want to insult a host like Strahd.
Oh yeah, where did we
if you can
stash
help
the
it.
chariot? Did we do that in the inn?
You could end
Yeah.
up being like.
Oh
the
yeah, we
ultimate
hid it in the
Karen.
hidden room, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The chariot, the gold can make it
I-
the hidden room. The chariot cannot be put in the hidden room. It's in an
Oh.
attic,
It's in
secret
the
door in a
stable.
roof.
Yep.
Just put it in the stable.
We forgot to go and see if there's anything we could buy that would help. Oh well.
There isn't really.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
The only thing that could
Yeah,
ever help me
such
was
a
better
waste.
armor, and that would never happen.
I think Sasha is probably a bit on the sad side as he's going up the hill. As he realizes something's going to die here.
I like how everyone else
Yeah.
is just like, people are dying, and Cora's like, dinner.
Dinner.
Such a great,
Oh,
such a wonderful host.
such a wonderful host. Let's not upset him. And everyone
Will
else
he
is
be a
like,
bad?
so this is like the equivalent of like one of those like heist movies where like they're all looking over at each other and communicating the plan, and there's the guy scribbling in the corner that's like, this is the plan, it's completely off, and that's Cora right now.
Yeah.
Will there be dancing and dinner? a bit of a soiree.
Imagine Fallon dancing.
Just so stiff and awkward.
Same with Shabaka.
Right?
Little gangly
It'd be like
limbs.
But I'm
or
excited. I'm
or more
excited
like
to
a
see
mosh pit.
what's
Yeah.
waiting for us.
Be more like it.
The castle, the
I want to know
the
so
thing
bad.
since the beginning. Yep. And the
And I
dinner.
do definitely want to know what the energy is for Count Strahd. Like, is he gonna be playing the host, or is it, hey, you guys fucking suck immediately?
You guys so.
Here's all the things I wanted you to do, and here's where you failed.
Yes. I'm here to grade you.
Great. Yeah.
No.
He pulls out these cards that are 1 through 10, and he immediately throws away the top 8. So
Yeah.
let's talk about
we,
your performance.
Oh, God, a performance review. Ugh.
Right, I just did
Are
those.
we winding up soon?
Yeah.
We're wound up.
We're done.
We're wound up.
actually.
So.
Oh my God.
I called
I
it
missed
at
that.
the end of the intro text for the
Wow.
Yeah.
castle. Sorry if you missed
Radical. I totally did not realize that.
Yeah.
I need to go to bed now.
that.
Okay.
Yes, good. Sleep well.
Well, we will call it there.
Bye.
Thank you, Raiders, for coming into the channel. We had 2 raids tonight. That was awesome.
Ooh,
Sweet.
That was pretty cool.
fun.
And
Thanks, guys.
thank you to Voivod Huhutek and Uriance, 2 channels I've raided before, and they're great guys. Go check them out. And thanks to all our players. We're finally at the castle. We're gonna see what happens next time. Next time is gonna be big episode 50, starting into Castle.
Do you think
Strahd.
we'll get to a full deck of cards?
Dinner time.
Yeah.
52.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. End this or go to the
Bye.
outro.
Bye.
Here we go. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
She's a dead end girl, roams in the dark places. Don't remember names, don't remember faces. Don't you know that she's a dead end girl? Stays late at night, roams the streets for money. How many men have called that girl honey? Don't you know that she's a dead end girl?
everything is still. All you notice is an awkward chill. Seconds seeming like days. It's just the start of the chase. First think that maybe it's a thief, then that you're a fool for your belief. But the powers of darkness descends, and so another life ends. Beware the departure of sunlight. Caress your skin like the northern wind. Its touch is colder than sin. Your blood freezes to ice in your veins, left to die in the rain. Beware the departure of sunlight. A creepy feeling deep inside. From the dead there is no way to hide. All they left was blight, the phantoms of the night. Beware the departure of sunlight. Beware the departure of sunlight. Beware the departure of sunlight.
I know a crazy little place out on the waterfront where we can rock and we can pop and we can do what we want. It's at the crib with a place with the latest dance craze. But don't forget your girl and the bottle of